Hi Aries, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-July 2024 love reading. Thanks to those of you who like, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's why I call it a bridging the gap spread. And the way it works is like the past, present, future energies between you and your main love interest. Once you get through all that, we'll pull some oracle cards for some additional insight as well. That's where the bridging the gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel like it's the other way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have the Queen of Staves. So this is actually the court card for your sign. So yeah, it could just be saying, on the one hand, you might have been feeling really confident in the past, feeling like you were really comfortable around this person in the past as well. And obviously, we see from the body language pointed towards the cards on their side. Looks like there was a lot of interest toward this person on your part. All right, past energy on their side, we have the Sun. So yeah, could just be saying that maybe this person was just very charismatic, right? So maybe you couldn't help but be drawn to this person. Maybe this person just had something about them that maybe drew a lot of attention from people. I feel like this is saying that they also probably had a bit of a light, playful energy to them. Given the symbolism there, of course, this can be saying that maybe for some of you were dealing with a Leo. Doesn't necessarily have to mean that, though. All right, and present energy on your side, we have Innocence. So this is the equivalent of the Fool in traditional tarot. And to me, this is probably saying that for a lot of you, you're going to decide that, okay, you know what, let me express my feelings for this person, right? So, but looking at the card on their side, what stands out to me is we see the blindfold on the person with the flute. Let's see if I can get this to focus. There we go. And then we see the other person, their face almost looks a little disinterested, right? So it could just be one of those things where it could just be saying, you might express your interest in this person, but might be a bit oblivious to something going on with them beneath the surface. And with that in mind, present energy on their side, we have the Two of Swords. So Two of Swords in a lot of decks usually points to an energy of indecision, right? Usually you see a person sitting with a blindfold, ironically, like we see on your side there, right? And with their arms crossed over their heart. Here we see this almost looks like a blend of the traditional Two of Swords artwork with the Three of Swords artwork, right? So to me, the way we see that thing wrapped around the heart and the two swords crossing, it could just be saying that they might actually still be healing from a heartbreak from the past, and maybe that's where, you might have been a bit oblivious to it, right? I mean, we see in the card itself it says innocence, so obviously you wouldn't have meant anything by it, but maybe you expressed interest to this person, not knowing that beneath the surface they were just still going through a healing process. Right, and future energy on your side, we have tradition. This is the equivalent of the Hierophant in traditional tarot. So yeah, this looks like you will actually be able to get this connection off the ground with this person in the future. We do see the names Romeo and Juliet in the card, so there could be some obstacles and difficulties getting to that point, but it definitely looks like this is the potential that's in this connection for the future. All right, and future energy on their side, we have a few cards that came out. So we have the Empress, the Ten of Wands, and the Lovers. So yeah, to me this is saying that this makes me think of what we were talking about with the Sun card, right? Which is to say that, yeah, they probably do have a level of success that they've experienced, right? And again, like I said, maybe they have charisma, maybe they do tend to draw people toward them, but right beneath that we do see the Ten of Wands, right? So again, like I said, I feel like this is saying that they're still working through something. The Ten of Wands is an indicator that they're close to being at that point. And then beneath that, we see the Lovers, right? So yeah, it could just be one of those things where, and I mean, it's somewhat common for people to feel that way. Like, okay, if I'm still healing from something, the last thing that's on my mind is jumping into another connection, right? And in a lot of ways, that could be a healthy approach to have too. But yeah, so it could just be one of those things where, like I said, Obviously, if this was the energy they had in the past, it would make sense that you might not have had an awareness that they were going through a healing process, right? But like I said, it seems like maybe it's one of those things where they might be the type that really likes to work through things on their own, so they might not have outwardly expressed they were going through anything. But I feel like this is saying that, once they finally get over that hurdle, then they'll be a lot more open to the connection. We'll see what the Oracle cards add to the mix. First, we'll see what we get from the Messages of Love card deck here. Just going to pull a single card from this deck. All right, got one there. And next, we'll see what we get from the Wisdom Oracle. Same situation. Let's pull a single card from this deck. And then we'll read the messages from both cards and wrap the reading up with that. Got one there. All right, so from the Messages of Love, we have Go slow. Try it again. So yeah, go slow. Take time to get to know each other. So yeah, I would say at the very least that seems to make sense given what we were talking about with the energies that we see on their side. Where, like I said, it looks like they still might be going through a healing process. And again, like I said, to me, even though this is traditionally the Fool card in a lot of decks, I feel like it's very fitting that in this deck it's called Innocence, right? Because, like I said, it looks like you just probably had no awareness of that when you initially approached this person. But it just looks like that just might need a little time to play out. All right, and from the Wisdom Oracle, we have Higher Power. There's the artwork, and the number is 4. So we'll see what this has to say. All right. The relationship message says it's time to address how much effort you give to your relationship with your higher power, called God, Goddess, Spirit, or any other name that is sacred and holy. Recognize that your partnership with Spirit is your number one priority. The appearance of this card also indicates that there is a deep spiritual bond between you and another person who is essential to your growth and evolution. Tend to your spiritual connections and remain aware of your true nature. So yeah, definitely a positive message there. And way I could see that playing out, it could just be saying, especially, if it does seem like it's taking a while for this person to go through their healing process, to me, the higher power angle there would be, to try to keep faith that, hey, just give things a little bit of time to unfold naturally, right? Let them go through their process. And then at that point, you guys should be able to get things moving in the right direction. So, hope it resonated with you guys. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.